Welcome to the Toy Box. I'm Dexter.
And I'm Marlowe.
And we're the Toy Box Boys. And boy, howdy, have we had a week. And I know I say that every time. However, we have had some epic highs and epic lows, much like high school football in Riverdale. Well, thank you, Mr. Real Life Jughead.
No.
You want to talk about what you've been up to, boy?
I don't know where to start.
Okay, so let me because it has been like lifetimes within this week, and I won't get too specific on necessarily the trials and tribulations that we have faced. I won't give too much detail. But just know we had a pretty dark period. For a good at least like 48 hours where everyone was just kind of being drained of their life force in such intense ways that like we couldn't really live. And so, for example, I was making great headway on my, temp name cinema, but like little furry comic that I want to do. I was making a lot of progress on making the designs for that. I think I made about 13 before I burnt out. And then suddenly just fully lost steam for quite literally anything. Like any of the stuff that I talked about that I wanted to do in the last episode, any of the stuff that like I've talked about previously, any of my projects, nothing intrigued me, period. And of course, since we have like Stolen Twin Valor and we have like a psychic freaky link, me and Marlowe entered this phase at the same time as we do. And so we both just fully lost interest in any type of pleasure or joy. Not that we weren't seeking it, but it just didn't happen. And so a fun way to come out of that was to revisit an old collaborative project. However, I think before we go there, you have some updates to give on your online shopping.
They hit the Pentagon.
No, not that. No, like something beautiful and true is going to happen for the MCR concert.
Okay, so I've been casually interested in old vintage tech for a little bit. And I've been meaning to get more into it, more solidly form an interest in it.
Tech Max.
I'm in the tech maxing era. I've been tech maxing.
He's been tech maxing like a motherfucker.
And I have been wanting a digital camera for some time. And they hit the Pentagon with the CD player, guys. And I'm not going to get into it because if I get into it, quite frankly,
something's going to happen.
Y'all are going to see something you don't want to see.
You don't want to see Marlowe when he talks about what happened with that CD player. Oh, dear God.
You really don't. That is only for Dexter.
That was for me to deal with, and that's okay. And we bitched about it for a very long time, but just know shit was very bad. Okay, so to give a little context, the camel's back was actually broken like 100 straws ago, and then they just kept piling straws on.
Yeah, and I'm a really strong camel, but so I could handle it until I couldn't.
And that's okay. Everyone has a point.
And so I've been looking for a digital camera, and let me tell you, it is freaking difficult.
Searching for a camera has taken you
find
places.
A camera from this era that I'm interested in, which is like roughly 1995 to 2005. And the problem with that is that like right at the beginning of like the 2000s, everyone started getting into making up bullshit storage types.
Oh, the vertical integration shit.
Yeah, and like they're all obsolete now. And obviously like all modern cameras like are just SD cards and shit. And like, stuff that you can find in any tech store. And so I was having a really hard time finding a digital camera that would take SD cards in this era. And eventually found one, lowballed the seller, didn't think the seller was going to accept that lowball, but they did, and so I accidentally bought a digital camera, and I'm pretty excited about it, but I think everything has just been going wrong for me lately, and so I'm trying not to get my hopes too high about it because I don't want to deal with the disappointment. And so I should have the digital camera by the next episode or maybe the episode after that. And I want to get into photography. This has been like something I've been meaning to get into for a while because if you don't know, like I have a history in like film and like that kind of stuff.
You know
And
your shit. You went to school for that, like for real.
I did a little bit.
You also did a bunch of little gay side quests, but
yeah,
that's
gay
like what
side
art
quests.
school is for.
Yeah,
And how
and
else are you gonna make the art?
exactly, you need the inspo.
Exactly.
And so I'm really excited about it, but trying to like stay level-headed about it.
But one day you'll have 100 cameras.
It says it's in working condition. I just need something that like works for now, and then maybe one day I'll get a beautiful Fujifilm. Yes, little bitch.
I'm excited to see what you make because like you are really talented with like the way you like frame your compositions and the way you set up scenes, like just in your like drawn art.
Yeah.
And I am very excited to see how you utilize that camera. And we will be posting photos of Frank Aguirre's very zoomed in face. So help us God.
Yeah. Ooh. Because we do have an MCR concert coming up in August, which is pretty exciting. And that's what kind of made me lock in, I guess, because I was like,
you have to document it.
Yeah, I want to like take pictures, but like taking pictures on your phone just feels like poser shit. Like
it's different to have a dedicated device for it.
Yeah, and like
special.
You know, nobody wants to be at a concert and there's some guy on his phone the entire time.
Yeah,
nobody wants that guy to exist, and so I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm gonna be a cool guy with a camera. What?
Are we allowed to talk about what happened at the Mountain Goats concert, or do you not want to talk about that?
Oh, when I took a photo with the flash on by accident
at the like most silent, quiet, dark moment of the show,
and everybody wanted to shoot me dead.
No, they didn't. Nobody did. So maybe nobody wanted to.
Like it was silent, and then it got even more silent as soon as the flash went off, and I went, "Oh God."
But that's okay. Now you have your little camera soon, and things will be different.
And I gotta turn the flash off of that bitch because I will not repeat past mistakes.
Exactly. This is your repentance. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Yeah, repentance.
Yeah.
You know, words lately.
Take a photo with flash on once.
Shoot me down.
Shoot me down.
Take a photo with flash on twice. Dig me back up. Shoot me again.
Yep.
But that's okay.
So that's not happening.
Yep.
And so yeah. On to the next topic, I guess.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say, like, as far as, you know, being disappointed and getting your hopes up for things, you've also been in NeoCities hell.
Bro, let me tell you something.
Them fucking NeoCities.
So, for a while, I've been wanting to get into coding. Context for that, I am stupid and I don't learn things good, and so I've been putting it off for a really long time, and I think it's finally just time to sit down and actually learn HTML and CSS and maybe JavaScript if I'm feeling crazy. But I have been wanting to make my own website for a really long time because I found that I'm getting a little tired of social media. I'm getting tired of the algorithm. It feels like the more effort that I put into a post, the less like attention I receive because of that post. And I don't post for attention, but it is disheartening to put so much effort into something and then see it flop in real time. And so I've been wanting to move to the indie web for a while and code my own website on NeoCities. And so this week I've been trying to learn HTML at my own pace, in my own way, and everything. And
Important to remember to take breaks.
yes, it is important to take breaks because learning something new can be really frustrating. And if you just keep, you know,
Ramming your head in the
beating that
wall.
dead horse,
Yeah.
like it's not going to help you learn better.
It can be discouraging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's important to take breaks when you can.
Also good to implement the 2020 rule for
Yeah.
you. Yeah. Because ugh, staring at a computer screen for a long time, it's very easy to get sucked into it.
Yeah.
So it's important, you know.
But I mean, I'm excited about it. I feel like I have like a pretty good idea of what I want the website to look like. I don't want it to be anything too crazy just yet. I think I need to
Baby
have
steps.
realistic goals for myself. And also a lot of the websites that I look to for inspiration, they've been around for years.
Yeah.
And like it's just not possible for me to learn how to do all of that in one day and like,
It's important to lay down foundations to build upon.
yeah.
And I think you're doing really good at that. Like, I think you've been doing really good at, like, taking it at your pace and also holding yourself accountable to, like, damn, hey, Dexter, I feel like shit right now. Can we go on a walk? Oh,
Yeah.
we haven't even been able to go on fucking walks, man. All our coping
How's this
skills.
heat wave treating y'all, dear listeners?
Oh my god, like genuinely, all of our coping skills are like low key inaccessible right now. Well, not all of them, but like the really, really helpful ones, I would say. Because like we've been going on like night walks to try to like be normal, but like it is still damn near 90 degrees, and we both have like problems where we cannot handle hot weather.
Yeah.
So that's fun. But you know, we're managing and still doing the best we can anyways. And we have other coping skills. I think it just got real damn rough for a minute there, and it sucks when like the only way out is through and to just experience it because you know, there's a million ways you can try to make yourself feel better, but sometimes just gonna kind of feel like shit for a little bit. And I think it's good to like vocalize that and like do what you can anyways, you know. And I think a big thing that helped for us, we got a bit bored with our solo work. And I think we maybe we're doing a little bit too much solo work because we were finally able to go on a walk together and we talked about our first collaborative project, of Violets and Roses. Because Marlowe and I would say we approach story making in very similar ways sometimes, but we also approach it in very different ways. And you know, we weren't necessarily like intimately familiar with the like ABC every single step that we tend to take whenever we did our first collaborative project together. And I think since then, while working on our story, Trailer Tales, we have really made progress on how to collaborate together as a unit because of Violets and Roses. I think we put the cart before the horse a little bit and we got a little too wrapped up on like events happening in the story as opposed to the character motivations for why they would happen, because I like to create a story and then populate it with like 1,000 characters, like and start from there usually. And I don't know, it was an interesting thing when OVAR started.
Yeah, and I think I'm very much like I like a smaller cast of characters in my personal projects.
Mm-hmm.
But when Dexter and I started working on OVAR together, he was just like pumping out like all of these characters,
All these bands
and
stuff.
he didn't make me feel this way, but I felt like a external pressure to match
Yeah.
the character creation like quota.
And that's just part of my process.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think like Trailer Tales has taught me that like Dexter can make as many characters as he wants, and I can make as many as I want, and that might not be the same amount of characters, and that's okay.
Exactly. Yeah, because I think that I don't know, it's very easy for me to get carried away with like casting every single person right away and like kind of feeling it out from there. But like I think with Trailer Tales we have had a lot of space because we also kind of like split the family duties down the middle because like the mom is like Natalie, she's my character, and then one of the sisters, and then one of the twin boys, and like we've kind of split it evenly where Marlowe's in charge of the dad, and then the other twin boy, and then the other sister, and then there's also a few other like family characters that are associated with that like we kind of just divvy up, and then anything else beside that is free reign, because I think a lot of the like stuff with OVAR was we were making a lot of main characters all at once, and it was a bit hard to prioritize what the fuck was going on with all of that.
I wonder if we should apply the trailer tales like um
Like the method
yeah, the method
to OVAR.
to OVAR, and like
I just run wild.
you know, like, or I was gonna say like um you know, you're doing the lead singer, I'm doing like the backup vocalist.
Exactly.
You could do like the drummer.
You know, it's funny because
know?
I think we did try like a version of this at first, but then I think we both got like very excited about all the potential. And also, we did not have a lot of projects at this time. So, like, now, whenever we want to make a certain character for like anything, we kind of like sit back and we're like, okay, but we have so many potential projects that this character type could go into. And I think we've gotten a lot better at like utilizing certain characters for certain stories, if that makes sense. Like choosing what project choices go where.
Yeah, and I think also a mistake that we made, or not necessarily a mistake,
Something
but
to
like
learn from.
something to learn from. When we first started working on OVAR, is that I think we should really try to solidify the band OVAR.
Yes,
before
branching
out. Yeah,
Exactly.
because I was telling Dexter the other day that I was having a really hard time like connecting with any of the characters that I was making, because I was feeling so much pressure to make more characters instead of chiseling out what I want to do with the characters that I currently have first.
Yeah.
Which is the way that I like to work. And that doesn't mean Dexter has to do that, but I think
together.
Yeah, I think I need to have a more solid idea of what the band OVAR looks like before I can play in that space.
Yeah. Because I think we approach like character and world interaction pretty differently. Like I think a lot of the way that like I end up developing my characters is like, I don't know, I kind of have to like Ouija board be like, okay, and now they're going to talk to me at a random point in the fucking story, and this is when I'll make a pivotal decision. Because like a lot of the things that were true about like my main character in Forever Heaven Emily, that were true about her like 3 years ago in the development, are absolutely not true now, and I wouldn't have known that until she like spoke to me about it now. And it's hard to like conjure some of those things right away for me. I kind of need to let them marinate. Speaking of my character design process, a lot of my earliest inspiration, because there was a time recently where Kaya asked what was the gateway into furryism for us all, and I was like, I'm gonna really have to think on this, because my initial answer was like Animal Jam, probably, because I was doing like I'm a wolf in Jama with boy eyes, and I would like a girlfriend, please. I'm asking for a girlfriend in Mount Shavir, but I don't have time for that. I'm a boy now, you know how it goes. Tale as old as time. But my earliest inspirations, actually, for like just art in general, that I can remember, was I was really, really into Splash Kitty artists. I was absolutely obsessed with their stuff. I would watch them religiously on YouTube, and I was also very into Starry Star 33. I thought I was going to be the next Starry Star 33. My favorite video of theirs was a Webkinz wedding, and I think they're like Webkinz pool party series. And I don't know, I noticed recently that I take a lot of inspiration from stuff like Webkinz and Animal Jam, because like I was making Animal Jam music videos as a kid. I took my mom's digital camera, which is the reason I'm thinking about all of this, is because I would take my mom's digital camera, and Marlowe was talking about digital cameras, and it reminded me I used to use my camera to take photos in black and white after like cutting my My Little Pony's hair to style it like show accurate. and making them clothes and stuff. I would pose them and I would like take dramatic photos to try to just like learn. And I also recorded a bunch of like Webkinz drama when I was probably 7 or so. And I don't know. I recently looked through a bunch of the like classic Webkins designs and tried to like pick out the common threads of like my favorites. And I'll put a few of them on screen because they are just absolutely darling. I was in love with these little like lesbian like kitty and dog ones. Like I was really fond of that. And it reminded me like Splash Kitty artists as well as Webkins and Animal Jam. There's a lot of like textures and patterns like plaid and like hearts and clovers and stuff like that. And I think I just really like fun designs. Been feeling very inspired by just, I don't know, very fun stuff lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when I look at your like furry designs, it also like makes me think of like Lisa Frank.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That means so much to me. Cause like yeah, my earliest inspirations was like stuff like that. Like I was a
And
very
like sparkle dogs.
Thank you.
You know?
Oh, I love making sparkle dogs. I was actually looking at some of my old adopts, My Little Pony adopts specifically today because I genuinely like so bad. I'm never going to do this again, but I really miss running like fandom ask blogs and request blogs and role play blogs. And I think lately I have been feeling a little empty and missing something. And I think that is a fandom component because I think I've just been very invested in my own personal projects and then also just watching things like as a viewer and not necessarily any fandom space. Not that I'm going to go out there and venture into like any certain fandom spaces. However, it made me think about how I got a lot of my art practice in by just drawing like My Little Pony fan art or drawing like Webkins fan art because I used to host Webkins design contests on YouTube when I was 7. And I don't know, I've always just really loved fun designs like that. I've also been trying to like just get back into furry stuff in general. And part of that is like trying to learn a chibi style because I don't know, there's a lot of things that I don't feel very confident with in my art. And so I just like kind of avoid even trying. And I think lately I felt very inspired, you know, by the wonderful people around me to branch out and try things because, you know, like building that foundation and then building upon it, it just feels good. It just feels good to do things. And it feels good to be motivated to kind of do things again because like I said, this past week has been whew, it's been bad.
Yeah.
But you know, we get through it as we do. We could talk about the games we've recently been playing, but I don't know. Do you want to talk about games?
I don't, but if you do.
Okay. Well, I haven't really been playing, but I know last week you said you were going to give an update on Graveyard Keeper.
I haven't been playing Graveyard Keeper at all because what the hell even is it called? The fishing game?
Scale to depths.
Scale the Depths. Yeah.
I've been playing Scale the Depths nonstop.
True. And you know what? Actually, that's been a really good coping skill for you, I feel like.
Yeah.
You'll get stressed the fuck out and you'll be like...
I guess we could talk about gaming.
Okay. Well, I mean, we can even leave that part in. Because yeah, I haven't felt up to like playing games recently. Like I said, I was having a lot of fun with BioShock Infinite, but then that kind of like wave of just fuckery hit and I lost all motivation to really play games. But like, I don't know, I think you've been doing really good at like, damn, I feel like shit. Let me go play Scale the Depths for a little bit.
Yeah. I think
win.
I did beat the game technically. I didn't like 100% it.
But you're good.
But I'm still playing it, so I'll get there. But
you're scaling them depths.
Yeah, I think like in June, I was very much focused on art as like a hobby, and I wasn't really allowing any other space for any other hobby. And I think I'm reaching a point where there's a little bit more equilibrium with my different interests and my different hobbies and everything. And I haven't been able to get into gaming properly as a hobby because most of the time I would just rather be drawing.
Mhm.
But every once in a while I need a break from drawing. And so I've been using Scale the Depths as like a way for me to take breaks from drawing,
Yeah.
or, whatever I'm doing at the time. If I need a break or a change of pace, I will go open Scale the Depths and like play for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a really good practice to do. I think if you don't have a game that you can just launch and like sink a few hours into,
Mindlessly do something.
yeah, not
Yeah.
even like a few hours, like
Just whatever.
even if it's just 8 hour or 30 minutes or whatever,
'Cause I
whatever time you need to reset.
Yeah. I think it's good to bake mandatory breaks into your process because you do need them.
Yeah,
Generally.
and I also use like the Papa's games
Yes.
as a way to like take breaks from things, because like I can open it and play for like, however long I want, whether if that's, 20 minutes or 2 hours. It's just like repetitive enough that like I can expect like a certain formula,
Yeah.
but not so repetitive that like it irks me.
Yeah. I would like to ask for the audience. I know, but update on your stance on Graveyard Keeper.
I have not played Graveyard Keeper at all.
Yep.
Um,
So still no official stance.
so no official stance yet.
One of these days,
I
keep
have been
listening.
thinking about it.
Yeah.
I would like to play it
Yeah.
more, but I've just been really enthralled with Scale the Depths.
Yes.
And what was that game that Memorio was playing?
Creature Kitchen or
I want to try
Umagari?
that one too.
Yes. Oh, it looks so fun. Yes.
Because I think I would
you
like
really
that a
it.
lot.
The
'cause-
tasks.
Yeah, the tasks, and like
Making a
it
thing.
seems very similar to Scale the Dips in that
Yeah.
way.
It's very cute.
Yeah, so
Yeah. She plays a lot of good games. Oh my god, after the MCR concert, like literally the next day, I'm supposed to be getting a t-shirt that I ordered from her, and I'm so like jazzed about that because like my broke ass, I never have money when she drops anything, but like I finally do, and so I'm gonna have a beautiful surprise for me after the MCR concert, and that's something to look forward to. It's good to look forward to things. I think we've been struggling with that a little bit, but I think we're doing better. I think another thing was like looking forward to things. Hair dye. Everybody is getting their hair done by Dexter this week, including me. And like, man, because I already did Marlowe's hair, and then Marlowe's gonna finish up his hair.
I'm gonna shave the sides of my head because
You're
I
gay?
shaved my head sometime. I don't remember when, but it's grown a bit since then, and it's very uniform right now because it's just a grown out buzz cut. Like everything is the same length.
Your hair
And
grows
I'm
fast.
kind of over that. I need
Mhm.
like something more shapely, a little more edgy. So I'm thinking about shaving the sides of my head.
Yeah. Was the last time you did that when you had your yellow mullet?
No.
Okay. I can't remember anything.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
I mean that's kind of one of my default moves when I'm not feeling what my hair is looking like. I'll just shave the sides of it.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, speaking of not remembering things, making project decisions as a different guy, TM, and then talking about something entirely contradictory in your own story, and then your friend, fellow creative, goes, "Hey, what about that one scene that you established in the lore?" And you go, "Fuck, I did establish that, didn't I?" And I think that's why it's important to like try to keep tabs on your own projects if you have similar things going on to me and Marlowe, as much as possible, because we have had many an incident where we will be walking down the trails, hanging out, talking, chatting it up, and then like one of us will just like state a thing about a story and we're like, oh shit, I think some other guy made that project. And like it could be daunting to revisit an old project that a lot of the decisions were made by other people in your head. It can be a little overwhelming.
Or just other people in general.
Yeah. Well, it can be frustrating whenever you open like open the floor for ideas and input from other people, and they maybe inject a little bit too much into the story. It can be easy to get caught up in those influences, but it's important to like put down a project every now and then revisit it and be like, you know what, I think this is what I want for sure in that story. And it can be scary to go back to it, but you just got to start somewhere and take it a day at a time. Because I know we both have projects that are like either that have sat on the shelf and then we have had to come back to, or there are currently a lot of projects on the shelf that were like, one day. And OVR was one of those for a long time, but like we were electric last night. Like genuinely, I think that solved a lot of the like emptiness that we've been feeling, is like looking forward to revisiting this joint endeavor, because we had to entirely scrap burn everything down once before. But like I think every time that the phoenix is reborn from the ashes, we do come back stronger, like with a stronger idea of what we want those series to be. Because like Forever Heaven has genuinely had like so many iterations of what it was, quote unquote. I couldn't tell you. Like it's unrecognizable.
I think also like advice that I see being given to creatives is just do it and make it good later. And I think that is helpful, but I think there's room for two truths at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you need to just be able to take your time with the project and really chisel it out to what you want it to be, instead of rushing it so that it can just be done.
Exactly. Because like brute forcing your way through something, it can achieve things, but it's not always conducive to what you want to do. And you don't always need to like have every project be in a constant state of like chiseling and refinement and going back to it because you just decided to make a bunch of decisions all at once. Like some things really do take time, because like Forever Heaven has been my longest like multi-year process project, and like girl, I don't know when it is ever going to be posted, like in what format even. Like I wrote an entire first draft last summer, and like I'm refining it now, but like it is unrecognizable in this state to the state that it was genuinely just a year ago. And sometimes that is just how things are. And like I couldn't even look at that project for a long time, and now it is my baby. You
Yeah.
know? So I think everyone has projects like that. So related to Forever Heaven though, my baby, my sweet baby Emily, it's sad to me that she's not real. On a for real note, I did get like a little bit sad that like these murals that I've made on the wall down here, now that I like care about life and living and stuff, I kind of do give a fuck about the things that I make, and it is a very strange feeling to have pride in your work. As someone who hasn't for most of my life. I haven't felt that there's a lot of like things that I make that I can be proud of, but I look at this mural damn near every day because it's right next to my desk, and I'm kind of sad that I have to leave it behind one day. And I know that is part of it. Like, I genuinely went into it with the purpose of being like, yeah, it's temporary, but I want Emily to become real. And so I laid down on a bunch of taped together Dr. Pepper boxes, and I traced a kind of rough outline of like my body, and I also measured like her real life height, because she is a few inches taller than me, 3 to be exact. And I have been having a lot of fun painting her. And initially I was thinking about painting my character Corvus from Stasis Equidae in his unicorn form. But I really fucked up that canvas, and I am gonna have to like cover up so much stuff on it because I taped it all on the wrong side, and so it's gonna be like a whole thing. And so I started with the Emily one, and honestly, I'm very happy with how that's gone. And like, I don't know, I think that painting can be very therapeutic for me, and I just get into modes where I tend to paint and paint and paint. So I've been really into that lately, and I don't know. I'm hoping that I stay into painting for a bit, because ideally I would like to make multiple of these, not just one of Emily. I'm feeling a little ambitious. we'll see. It might be like a multi-month thing where I just like come back every now and then. And these are all gonna just like sit in storage for a few years probably, but like the point is making them. And it feels good. It feels good to just flex your art muscles a little bit every now and then and be like, yeah, I still got it. And I've had fun with that lately.
I have a suggestion, maybe,
Yeah?
for the Corvus.
Yeah.
Since you said you did the tape on the wrong side,
It's hella Dr. Pepper in there.
would you be able to, like, maybe paper mache on
Oh
top
yeah,
of the tape
true.
side?
Probably, yeah.
And, like, because I know we have, like, hella paper everywhere.
Oh my god, we're lousy with paper. We have specialty paper, we have
So maybe you
cardstock.
could, like,
You're
paper mache
right.
and, like, and that would, like, even out
Ooh.
the
The
texture of
tone.
the Dr. Pepper boxes and everything.
Thank you. Yeah. Damn. Okay, work. Two heads better than one, man. Exactly.
Yeah, I've been
Wow.
meaning to suggest that for a while.
Well, yeah, thank you. Cause like, yeah, I will have to do that. Cause like, I was really excited about like that. Well, also, I have been kind of burnt out on drawing horses. I think since I made my mascot for this show. I don't know, something he took the soul out of me a little bit, but like I want to go back to drawing my horsey soon. And like I kind of left behind my clay projects for the moment. I've accepted that I am not in a clay mood right now. And after this, uh I'm gonna go dye Kaya's hair. And then
Hi.
yay! And then I'm going to put on cloths. And I will post a photo of them here because I will have them on by the time that this is done. But I had to send a message in our group, like Discord, one of the chats that we have. And I was like, do not, let one of us will remember shortly. Do not let me put on these nails before I do Kaya's hair, or we're all going to die. And I think we've been doing really good at like that lately because like it's hard when you're all uh, neurodivergent or whatever, and you all forget things sometimes. But that's the thing is we all hold each other accountable and we remember together. We pass the brain cell back and forth.
It was funny too because there was a moment before Kaya showed up where you were like, "No, I think I can dye her hair with my claws on," and I was like, "But you said you wouldn't."
But it's so tempting because I can. But I was like, no, I need to wait. I need to wait. I just painted two of my nails that are not going to have press-ons, and they're all sparkly, and that satisfied it for now. But like, I also I usually paint them when they're on my nails because I feel fucking insane like painting press-ons and then putting them on. Oh my god, it's like hell to me. But I sat there for like 3 hours and did it anyways because I have just not had the motivation to do anything. And so, like, me and Marlowe just hung out in my room with the cats, like, until Kaya got here. And I was sitting there painting my nails. And I'm excited to go put them on later. Because, like, I haven't had claws in a long time. Like, I genuinely don't remember when the last time I had fake nails was, let alone, like, sharp ones. Been missing that real bad. I also had a moment where I, like, genuinely, for, like, what, 10 minutes was looking for one of the nails.
Yeah.
And we turned that like bed and room upside down.
Yeah, and it was in one place the entire time.
It was next to the other nails.
Yeah.
But it was transparent and I didn't have my glasses on and I didn't see it. But that's okay because next time that I want to do like claw press-ons, I made another one and then I was like, literally, I was like, watch me find it as soon as I'm done. And then I did, and that's okay. But like now I just have one ready to go next time, so it's fine. Making the best out of a bad situation. We're good at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have much else to oh, thank you for the suggestion by the way. I'm feeling very motivated to paint Corvus now cuz I miss that little guy. He's special to me.
Yeah.
And he's
I mean, yeah, we have like the paper bags from the groceries.
Oh my
We
god,
have
yeah.
like
We
all
have
that
so
like
much shit.
newspaper shit.
I kind of want to tape some of my like neon pink like paper
Yeah,
to
man,
it cuz
do whatever you want.
thank you, because like he's a little freaky, like fully white, white horse, white Porsche,
White Jays.
and so I would like him to have a freaky pink undertone, because he's a little fucking weirdo, and like when horses get so white they get kind of pink.
Yuck.
Yep, exactly. He's yucky. He's freaky because he's a not horse. He's something else. Akaji's inspirations are more like lion based, but Corvus's are more like pigeon based. Because like each of the unicorns, like Tyrion is much like closest to like a classical unicorn. Like there's variations of how these things can manifest on these like not horse beings because every pony is unique and it's beautiful. But yeah, he's a little fucking freak and I'm really excited to paint him one of these days. Is there anything else that matters? I mean, honestly, I think I'm about ready to call it. I think everyone else is, so thank you for listening. See ya.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Like in high school, we used to just
Oh,
have like
yeah.
cuddle piles.
Yeah.
We would just like lay on a
Bruh,
lawn and like all lay on top of each other
having,
and hold
like,
hands and shit.
Homoerotic friend group in high school is really,
That was the same
I
high school
missed
that we
out
had.
on the homoerotic.
it's never
This is
too
why
late.
I need to get this on the
Never too
pod
late.
so that we are going to start a transsexual cult.
Yeah.
If you would like to join, DM us. We are looking for burly trans masks that we
Or trans femmes.
or trans femme.
Well, hold on,
You gotta be burly though.
You gotta be burly. We're
Yeah.
looking for burly transsexuals.
Is
Yeah.
it hot in here?